But this week, we're going to have a chance to get to know somebody that is brand new, not just to the Indy 11, but to professional soccer, because he's about to turn 19 or will turn 19 at some point in time this year. One of the youngest to ever play for the Indy 11, and he got the start in the season opening game in St. Louis last Saturday. It's Josh Penn that joins us now. Josh, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So, pardon me as the TV guy not knowing your exact birthday. Have you turned 19, or when do you turn 19?
I turned 19 November 25th this year, so I got a bit of time.
You are a youngin', and so you are playing professional soccer, but you're not exactly playing as a pro. Explain that the best you can to us.
So for my college, I'm committed to Indiana University. So with that, I'm able to, in the USL, we're able to sign what's called like an amateur deal, where basically I'm not getting paid or anything so that I keep my eligibility. So I'm not getting paid, but I'm still able to do everything that a normal professional would do. So it's a pretty cool opportunity.
That is remarkable. But the thing is that being an 18-year-old and having to take classes at IU next year, you still have to take classes of some sort, or have you already earned your high school diploma where you can focus just on soccer for right now?
Yeah, for right now, I'm just focused on soccer because in my high school back home in Naperville, I was able to graduate a semester early. So I took a few extra classes my last semester, and then throughout my freshman through junior year, I kind of was planning on having the idea to graduate early for different opportunities. So I've always been kind of working towards that. So then my last semester, my senior year, I can do things like this.
So this is the first time since you were 5 years old. You don't have to be in class this time of year. What's that feeling like?
I mean, it's awesome. All my focus is towards the team and getting better, just learning different things on and off the field. So, I mean, it's been pretty nice. I can't complain.
All right, tell us about how the Indy 11 found out about you, Josh.
It's actually through a connection with my club back home, Sockers FC. My head coach, Dave Richardson, has known Martin, and Brett Hall has also known Martin for quite a long time. So we've kind of been talking back and forth and getting to know each other. And then right before preseason, we decided it was the right time for me to step away from my academy team and kind of go to the next level. So Martin had me in for the first week of preseason, and after that, he decided he wanted me to sign the amateur contract, and then from there, I've just been playing with the team. It's awesome.
Obviously, you've been playing at a very high level, but you've been playing at a high-level age group. So usually on the way up, it's almost exclusive. Not all, but exclusively kids of your own age. That is obviously now not the case here, where you've got guys ranging from your age up to the age of 36. What was that experience like, kind of jumping into the fire like that?
I mean, the first week I was a bit nervous because in my head I was like, there's nothing I can talk to these guys about. They have families, they have kids. I have nothing that's alike to them, but they're all really, really good guys. And right away, I got to know all of them really well, and they work with me on their own. They're not selfish. A lot of guys wouldn't even want to talk to me because I'm the young guy, but I think Martin put together a great group of guys that all really care about each other, and we're all one team. We're not a group of individuals.
Has there been a player or two that has maybe taken you more under their wing than others?
There's a lot. Evan Newton, he's been a really good friend to me. He's actually my next-door neighbor in my apartment. So he talks to me all the time and gives me, really good advice, and he's always trying to help me better myself as a person and a player. He teaches me both of those types of lessons because, he's been in the game quite a while, and it's not just about being a good player. It's about learning things off the field. So I'd say he's one of the players I'm closest with, but it's hard to pinpoint one because all of them have been great to me.
Again, Josh Penn, our guest here on Soccer Saturday on 107.5 FM and 1070 The Fan. So in your wildest dreams, did you think you'd be starting your first match as a professional while playing as an amateur?
I was not expecting that. I mean, the week leading up to it, I could kind of see that I was playing with the starters, and it looked like I may get to start, but going into preseason, I was not expecting to have that role right away. Obviously, the goal is to play as much as possible, but I was prepared to, slowly lead up to that point where I could start a game and maybe sub in. But, it was pretty cool to be able to start right away and help my team. Obviously, we didn't get the result, but it was a good first experience.
All right, so obviously one of the cool things about it's a cool experience, period, wherever it is. But you're living not far from home. It's a 3-hour drive for family to get from the west side of Chicago to here. It's same thing to go from Naperville to St. Louis. So what was the friend and family count like at the match? How many tickets did you have to come up with on Saturday afternoon?
I actually didn't have to come up with any. I have 2 sisters, one younger sister. She had some stuff over the weekend where my family couldn't make it out, but they were able to watch it on ESPN Plus, so they were supporting me the whole time.
All right, so now are they going to come down for the home match on March 30th, and they're going to be here for the home opener?
Yeah, 100%. They'll
All
be
right.
there.
That is awfully cool to hear. Can you, but just again, it's kind of a similar question I've asked you in terms in general, but specifically that first match, at what point in time when the ball is kicked off does it hit you, I'm playing in a professional soccer match? Or are you so focused on what's happening, does that thought really not cross your mind during that first game?
No, I'd say, during the warm-up, just seeing all the fans and looking around, I was like, wow, this is real. Because in my academy games, the only people who are coming are the parents,
Sure.
Never real fans. But, hearing everyone cheering and stuff was pretty cool. But, once it kicked off, all the nerves went away. And I just embraced the fans, to be honest. I wasn't nervous throughout the game because, at the end of the day, it's just soccer. It's what I've been doing for the last 18 years of my life. So once I started playing, all the nerves went away, and it was just a fun time.
What was the first, and I realize it'll get bigger when you come to a home match in a couple of weeks, but the Brickyard Battalion on the road, what was that experience like for you to hear fans cheering for you, not just cheering against you from the home side?
It was unbelievable. They all walked in cheering off the bus, and they were able. It was really impressive that they were able to fill an entire section in an away game. So that was my first experience with them, but I know they're going to bring it this season because just in that away game, I thought they did an amazing job, and they really brought the atmosphere for us.
All right, what sort of conversations do you have with Coach Yeagley these days? I realize he's in Mexico right now as part of their spring break trip. Literally just beat the Cruz Azul under-20 team as you and I are putting this together. But how often do you guys talk at this point?
We talk at least once a week, maybe a couple of times a week. But I actually wasn't able to talk to him before the game, so he had no clue I was going to start. So I think that might have been a surprise to him. So I still need to catch up with them. Obviously, he's a busy man right now being in Mexico with the team, but we talk quite often, and I'm sure he'll be happy to hear how things are going.
Well, obviously, Indiana is one of the preeminent, if not the preeminent, soccer program in the nation from a college standpoint. That alone says a lot, but why was it the right place for you to play your college soccer?
Tons of reasons. I went to the soccer camps when I was a little kid, the summer soccer camps where you stay a week. And when I was 11, actually, Coach Yeagley walked up to me and he said, "We're going to be talking to you when you're older. I know we're going to want you." And, that just stuck close to me, So I've always had a connection there. And, the staff's unbelievable. They're great people. And obviously, along with that, they always have a fantastic program. So it was a no-brainer for me, and having that connection from a young boy was pretty awesome, and it just felt right.
No doubt about that. Well, Josh, it is great to have you on the program. It is wonderful to have you here with the Indy 11. Just phenomenal to get a start in that first match. Best of luck coming up in Charlotte, and then we will look forward to seeing you at Lucas Oil Stadium in a couple of weeks.
Yep, I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
What a fantastic conversation with Josh. Looking forward to seeing him in action coming up on March 3rd.